Hi everyone, I'm Elisa, otherwise known as Elle, so please call me Elle, and welcome to my Zodiac Wheel reading for July 2019. These readings, as you know, are for those of you that have subscribed. Thank you so much for subscribing, and it's wonderful to have you a part of my channel, and I've really enjoyed reading your comments and seeing where my readings are relevant for you. And for those that are new to my channel, I hope you enjoy your monthly Zodiac Wheel reading, and please do like and share and click that subscribe button. Where is it? Over there? Down there? I'm still getting used to the whole camera thing, but I'm getting there, and yeah, so click on that and you will be able to receive any updates, which I do regularly. And if you click the little bell beside the subscribe button, you won't miss any of the notifications. Okay, so these readings are of a general nature. They're not a individual's reading, they're for the collective, and use them as a guide to help you see what is there for you to work with through the months. As this month in particular, we have the eclipses. We have the solar eclipse in Cancer, and we have the lunar eclipse in Capricorn. So interesting balancing act there for a lot of us. We may have noticed balancing career and home, for example. And with this July's wheel, I will be showing you where those eclipses are highlighted for each sign, in what area of your life, or what house associated with each star sign. Now, these readings are for the sun signs, rising signs and moon signs. So take the time and have a look if you know what your rising sign and moon sign is, so that you get a bit of an all-round view of the month that's ahead for you. Now, I will be doing the confirmation reading at the end, where I pick a card to confirm the reading. So at the end of the Zodiac Wheel reading, there will be the confirmation card reading, so do stay tuned for that as well. Now, July really is a transcendental month. It's a month where, with the solar eclipse and the lunar eclipse, is the universe's way really of showing us where we need to make change, or where we need to take a bit more notice, and that area of our life will be more emphasized due to the solar eclipse and the lunar eclipse. So stay tuned also to discover that. Now, I would really like to just thank you all so much for being a part of my channel, and just let you know that the whole being on camera is a little bit new to me. I am getting used to it now that I've been doing it for a little while. But I've never really been a photogenic kind of person, but anyway. Yeah, so I have been having fun discovering how it all works with the YouTube and all of that side of it, the technology side of things. Not that I'm not technically a technology person. I am, because you know, I've been sort of using technology and computers since the 80s. So, but it's more the whole camera thing. but I'm getting used to it. And yeah, so I've taken this opportunity to say hello because you know, we've all got busy lives, but I'm one that practices what I preach, and I need to take some time out to do the things that are you know, filling me with joy. And being allowed to read for you all is definitely filling me with joy. So thank you very much for letting me read for you. So we shall get on with our readings now, and I wish you all a wonderful month ahead, and do let me know in the comments how you feel the solar and lunar eclipse have played out for you, and where you feel that your attentions have been drawn to. Okay? Thank you. Mwah. And Scorpio for July 2019. I will now focus for the reading for Scorpio for July 2019. Oops. I'll just keep focusing. Scorpio for July 2019. I would like to invite Great Spirit, my angels and guides, to join me with this reading for Scorpio. I know I give thanks for any messages that come through in this reading for Scorpio's highest good and for the good of all concerned. Ooh, so nice. Big things happening here, Scorpios. Firstly, in the area of your self-view and your physical characteristics as well, and it's the mode of expression that you put into action, you've got the Ace of Cups. So there could be a changing up of your appearance here with the Ace of Cups. There's a new way of viewing your reflection, or how you love yourself, and giving yourself the self-love that is needed. And that self-love is taking care of your body. Your body is your temple, that kind of energy. And the Ace of Cups is also a view of looking at your life as your cup's half full. So, you know, we can get stuck in that negative mode that, you know, woe is me and the cup's half empty. But this is around the right way, and letting me know that it's about, you know, you're pretty happy with your lot. You're pretty happy where you are. You're comfortable, and your beginning here is being shown to me as one that you're going into with a true heart. So anything that the new part of your life that's unfolding, your heart's in it, Scorpio. Now here with your values, it's being shown to me here that you've got the Ten of Cups, which is beautiful, especially following the Ace of Cups. So anything that to do with your emotions or your love life that is starting to unfold here through July, this is showing that you will get the desired outcome and the completion with the Ten of Cups, and feel that love and be able to really have that family feeling about it, and your family are showing. It's showing me here that your family is very important to you. Now, your family may be your children, or for some of you, your family might be your mother and father. Others, you may have a family that is your soul group family. But whichever way, this is this completion of building that in your life. So very good signs there. And it's also the Ten of Cups also represents that home that you've been searching for. So you may actually find, if you've been looking for somewhere to move to, or a new home, whether you're renting or buying, this is saying that if you need to do that, then July is also a time where you can put that into motion. Now, for Scorpio, the third house is where the lunar eclipse will be illuminating this area of your life, and you have judgment, and you're actually being illuminated with the light shining down on you. So that is in your third house. Now, the third house is about neighbourhoods, it's about short distance travel, it's about siblings, brothers and sisters, and also communication house. Okay, so with the lunar eclipse beaming its illuminatory light here into the third house, there is a bit of spontaneity going on. So maybe even you might even call it synchronicity. Okay, and it's sort of undeniable, and the judgment here is, you know, the heavens light shining down. So, you know, seeing the light through, you know, you've been travelling through that tunnel, and now you can see the light at the end of the tunnel kind of energy. Yeah. Now, you can trust your judgment with this. They're saying that not to rush your communications or rush your thoughts, because you're also going to be very busy. And just remember, when the pupil is ready, the teacher appears. So you could be aware that you've got so many teachers, and in effect you're teaching as well. So as you learn from others, there's always someone to learn from you as well. So try and keep the communication lines open, basically. Now, this isn't necessarily showing me here that you are travelling too far from home, but it is saying that it's very busy and you are doing a lot of running around. All right. Now, the lunar eclipse is on the 17th of July, Australian Eastern Standard Time of 7:38 AM. All right. Now, for other parts of the world, it's the 16th of July. So it depends on where you are to what day, what date it will be. But that's not to say that it's not happening at the same time. It's all happening at the same time, but we've just got the date line that separates what day it is there to what day it is here. Now, and the lunar eclipse is a time of clearing away anything that's sort of like baggage. So it could be a good time to, you know, sort out some kind of difficult communication that you've had with somebody, for example. You might be able to clear the air and and get things sorted out. Whatever unfolds here in July with that full moon lunar eclipse, you will see the results of that in about 4 months' time. So it sort of unfolds over a period. So it's quite a poignant time, the lunar eclipse full moon in Capricorn. And the axis of the Capricorn lunar eclipse and the Cancer solar eclipse is 4th house to 10th house energy, which is home versus career, or career versus home, and it's finding the balance to be able to balance the two. You may want to be spending more time at home, for example, but you've got to focus on your career. But it'll all be worth it. So that is also a strong energy with the eclipse season this month. Okay, now talking about the 4th house, we have celebrations there. 3 of Cups. So this is invitations, this is christenings, weddings, engagements, that kind of thing. So the invitations could be going out, or you could be receiving. There could be a birth of a child, but whatever is the case for you personally, this is showing me that there's a time of celebration, and it is involving home, family, and that's the other axis, the other part of the axis with the Cancer Capricorn eclipses this month, is that of parenting. Whether it's about your parents, whether they're still on their earth walk or whether they've gone to heaven, there is strong energies there with parents as well. So so it's kind of really a very family orientated feeling this month of July. So, you know, being in contact with them a bit more, I feel, whether they're your soul group family or your actual relatives that are family. So now the eclipses are a way of the universe letting us know where it wants us to pay attention in our lives, what area needs to change so it can transform for our highest good and transcend into the next level. So for you, as I said, it's there in your 3rd house, where it's about communication, it's about spontaneity, and it's about short distance travel and the neighbourhood that you're in, and could even be moving to another neighbourhood too, because I just feel that, you know, there's something here where you do want to find that perfect abode. And that's a very important part of your values. And I feel that it's highly possible, because the ace here too is also a house of a card. The message with that is also a new abode. So see what happens over the next 4 months. And do let me know, are you wanting to move? And you know, over the next 4 to 6 months, have you moved? Because I'm feeling that is something, that's one of the attentions that you want to put out there with the new moon on the 3rd with the solar eclipse, is finding your new place of dwelling. And maybe this is actually also, Scorpio, a housewarming party. Now here in your area of fun and having a good time, you've got the World card. So that is also the successful completion, and the World is the best card in the deck. So if you're been striving really hard to achieve your goals and putting in all your energy, you are going to be able to have a lot of fun and celebrate, and it's going to mean the world to you. And that is also letting you know that you will be able to you're able to start manifesting some of those worldly dreams. Okay, now the 5th house is also your creativity, so a little bit of reinventing yourself as well, which is always a bit of fun, and fun is what you want to have. So and it's also the area of hobbies and what you do for entertainment and pleasure, and your creativity is something that you are going to really be experimenting with. So being more creative as well, Scorpio. And having the time to do it, because the moon here in the 6th house is showing me that there's a time of quiet for you, quiet contemplation, and you may find that you are spending a bit of time on your own. And if for those of you that in work, which most people are working, but there's a lot of people that are studying, and some people are still working at home, just bringing up their children and that sort of thing. But for those of you that are working, it's showing a time of being able to spend some time in reflection. So there's a bit of a retreat there. So maybe a good time to have a break or take some holidays. Because certainly here, all the way around from to the 5th house, it's showing me that you're really really in love with life, and it's shining out of you. You've got this inner glow going on, Scorpio, that's really, you know, setting your world on fire kind of thing. Yeah, so, and with work there's something being revealed. If there's any dark secrets that need to come out from something to do with your workplace or work colleagues or something like that, they're also being shown as being exposed. So do let me know what happens with that. Now, in partnerships, 5 of Swords. So there's some sort of ties that you're cutting with people that are holding you back. So if this is a business partnership and maybe you've come as far as you can with that business partner, for example, and you have to let it go so that you can keep going in the direction that you need to go. It is a bit of strife, and it does sort of upset people when you are so blunt and you know, cut to the chase, because this is swords, and swords tend to cut to the chase. But it's that unpacking your baggage. You're not carrying your baggage with you through this next phase of your life. And in a way where you might even be a little bit brutal with yourself about what you're holding on to and what you're not holding on to. And this could just be you and your partner moving and letting go of a lot of things so that you can fill your new home with your desired world that you want to create in your new home. Because it's definitely letting go of certain things, and sometimes in some cases people. But this is the area of the public. It's also the area of business partnerships as well as romantic partnerships. But I'm feeling that this is more about business or how you deal with the public than it is about your romance, because the Ace of Cups and the Ten of Cups and the Judgment and the Three of Cups and the World are showing me that you're innermost intimate relationships and the ones that you have the most deep emotional attachment with are under a very good influence. Now, 8th house, again, that's another emotional card and emotional attachment with the Lovers. So you're not without choice, and we never are, whether or not we have our synchronicities showing to us, we have karma playing its role, and destiny and fate all part of our earth walk, definitely, but we are always in a position as human beings to have the ultimate choice, and that's how come sometimes we make bad decisions and it doesn't go the way that we thought, but at the time we don't know that's a bad decision sometimes either. So again, just take it easy, don't rush into, don't let anybody push you into making a decision either. You know, you'll get back to them. Leave that with me, I'll get back to you, is what Spirit is telling me. So yeah, money, other people's money, if you need to go for a loan, if you need to approach somebody for financial assistance, and indeed if it could be the other way around where you're feeling you're in a position to be able to help somebody else. But ultimately in your love life you do have a choice. So for those of you that have a couple of love interests, it's showing me that, you know, ultimately you whichever one you pick, you will make the right choice, but you do have a choice. And here in the 9th house for Scorpio, now hang on, I've jumped ahead of myself a little bit there. Even though the 9th house is looking very good with strength, may I add. Now here in the 8th house for Scorpio, with your choices, is also being shown to me that there could be a triangle. So there could be 3 people involved in it, because the Lovers is also about, yeah, that eternal triangle. So let me know in the comments whether or not you feel that you're got to choose between two loves, and maybe the 2 loves are, you know, not actually about your partner and somebody else. It may be another passion or love of yours that you've got. You know what I mean? So let me know. Now, we'll get on to the 9th house. 9th house, strength. Now, that is a wonderful card. So for those of you that are wanting to travel or attain higher education or are studying and aiming for, you know, your diplomas or your degrees, you're taking the bull by the horns, and this is showing courage, bravery and stamina, and being able to, you know, stand your ground with it too, so you know your stuff. Now for Scorpio, the solar eclipse is in the 9th house. So this is the area of your life that the solar eclipse is shining to get you to take notice of what's happening. It's, as I said, it's the universe's way of letting you know what you need to pay attention to. So the solar eclipse on the 3rd of July at 5:16:05 AM Australian Eastern Standard Time is shining a bright light for you in that area of the 9th house, areas of life that you need to change for your highest good and transform so that you can build the life that you are obtaining to. And that is to do again with travel, and you've got the World card there in your fun house. So travel is something that, you know, you are putting out there that you'd like to do. And it's also here showing over the next 6 months. It's a very optimistic period for Scorpios. And you may be dealing with people from a distant place, as well as travel for business or pleasure or both. In extreme cases, you could relocate to a different country. That could be exciting. And being the ninth house energy being the point of focus of the solar eclipse, it's about your beliefs, it's learning. When the pupil's ready, the teacher appears. It's also to do with ceremony, so that could be a wedding or a christening. So very interesting time there for you through July and for the 6 months that unfolds from the July period. Some of you may be wanting that area of your life to change. Others may be a bit surprised when it changes, but change it will. Now, the new moon total solar eclipse is the 3rd of July, as I've mentioned, and it's a very positive, optimistic energy with this one. And it can make your dreams come through. And it can actually make your wishes come true. So take notice of your dreams and be careful what you wish for. The 2nd to 3rd of July, or around that time, the week leading up or the week after, all a good time to actually, if you like to, put your wishes out and do a little ceremony for them. It's a good time to do that as well. Now, the other thing that I do feel here with this 9th house is also again to do with your fitness and your activity, because the 9th house energy is about your physical being and your physical athleticism or fitness and that sort of thing. And I really do feel that a lot of you Scorpios are going to feel like, revamping and reinventing your persona and how you present to the world. So maybe it's even how you used to dress is going to change, and you're going to be dressing differently. You might be changing the colour of your hair, that kind of thing. But it's really about the physical being. So you might even end up getting into some sort of sport that maybe you haven't done for a while, and here through July you decided to get back into doing that. Because you're going to start making the time for yourself. Yeah. Okay, so here in the 10th house, the zenith of the wheel, which is traditionally ruled by Capricorn, which gives us the Cancer-Capricorn axis, which is what the solar lunar eclipse energies are all about. So it's home versus career. You're shown here that there's temptation around you, as well as trying to not be too obsessed by something. So don't keep obsessing over and over the same thing. Yeah, because that's the other thing with the solar eclipse and the lunar eclipse is that obsessiveness. You might find that you can't think about anything else except your home and your career, and in that way you're neglecting all these other areas of your life. So balance it out a bit. Say, right, I'm just going to spend half an hour today on that, and I'm going to spend half an hour on that, and I'm going to spend half an hour on that. So slice it up into sections so that you can get some more balance, because this is showing me here that you're a bit out of balance, and to fulfill this emotional need, which is very intense for you, especially Scorpio, being so intense. It's wanting structure, not bondage, not restriction, but something solid and structured. Okay, now the 11th house is your hopes and wishes area, and your friendship groups, social activities connected with this. And this is the Emperor, so it could be a father or father figure, so there could be more connection. And that's the other polarity influence from the Cancer and Capricorn axis for the solar and lunar eclipse is parents. So you could be having a little bit more to do with that father figure in your life, the father archetype. And it's also showing that, you know, for you men, that you're feeling more being captain of your own soul and captain of your own ship. So, you know, again, this is saying part of your wishes are choices you make as well. But a very positive influence here for the manifestation house. So you will be able to have what you want to unfold over the next 6 months in particular. You will be able to have that come to fruition. And here in the 12th house you have the Ten of Wands. So even though all this hard work and the stress that it causes you is a little bit of a burden, it's showing me here with the Ten of Wands, and I do see that you can see the castle at the end of the road. So you're nearly there, Scorpio. Well, with this stage of your earth walk anyway, the next chapter of your life is unfolding. So don't stop now, basically, is what that's saying. And you've done a lot of hard work, your baskets are all full, and you have that companion that you do require on your earth walk, whether they're just a friend or they're actually your partner. It doesn't matter. You've got that mate of yours that's going to walk the path with you, so you're not going to be alone, and you will find that the burdens will lift. And all the hard work here is worth it, and lots of celebration being shown there too. Now, I'd just like to ask for a confirmation reading. And remember too, Scorpio, that eclipses are shining a light on areas of our life that need to be changed and that will be transformed for our highest good, because they do indeed want us to move forwards, not backwards. You can't keep repeating the old way of being and not suffer. So if you resist the change, you will feel like you're suffering. So go with it. It's taking you in the right direction, and you do know it. It's just, you know, sometimes we're a little bit fearful of the new, because we don't know, you know, so it gives us a bit of a scare. We get a bit scared. So confirmation card reading for Scorpio for July 2019. What message of confirmation for this reading for Scorpio for July 2019? I ask our angels and guides for a confirmation card reading for Scorpio for July 2019. Okay, what have we got? King of Autumn. So the key words for the King of Autumn is compassionate, accomplished, charismatic, grounded. So if you need some grounding, Scorpio, get out into your backyard or a park, take your shoes off and feel your energies connecting to the earth and feel the earth's healing energy running through you. So Gypsy Vanna Horse, everything is going to turn out great. Projects will be stunningly successful. Exciting new career opportunities are possible, and money or resources that come your way will be invested wisely. Thank you so much, Scorpio, for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed your July reading. If you have enjoyed this month's reading, please share it with someone if you think that is going to help them. And thank you so much for subscribing. For those of you that haven't subscribed, please click the subscribe button so that you can receive any of my future updates. And you can follow me on Facebook or contact me through my email. My information is down there for the webpage too, where you can get even more updates and information and get in contact with me. And if you haven't joined Elle's Psychic Astrology group, it is a group that is exclusive for members only, where I do additional readings and question and answers, and also I've done, like last week I did the solstice watch party, so that was a lot of fun. So do check that out. All the details are there in that description box down below. And thank you so much for watching and subscribing and liking my videos. And don't forget to check out your rising sign and moon sign videos as well, if you know what they are. And until next time we meet, I send you loving light and many blessings. Namaste.